makakalamang in terms of the jungle.
Abangan to eh. Pero nakikita natin yung mga heroes talaga na usually na ginagamit dito ni Super Marco. Claude, Beatrix, and this carry. And may mga pokes na ginagawa. Alam mo sa matchup ng ganyan, medyo lamang talaga ang isang Ixie, no?
Mataas talaga yung poke ability niya. And at the same time, bumabalik lang kasi talaga yung buhay niya kapag kumokonekta yung passive. Or kapag nakaka 3 hits siya. So, right at this moment, ang job lang naman ni Super Marco with the Claude is tiis lang. Alam niya yung timers ng Claude. And kung titignan mo kayo mga heroes na meron siya, puro marksman that can stand alone. Yung hindi mo kailangan hindi mo kailangan tambayan rather, kailangan mo lang dalawan ng paunti-unti.
Tsaka ang ganda rin kasi ng addition ng basic common emblem, no? Right after nung naging pagbabago, 'di ba? May hybrid
go for major objectives, and we're starting to see some pressure, especially from Kyle TZ onto the top side, just so Super Marco could scale very well. But pressure is already being felt down bot.
Ogren taking a lot of hit.
Turtle going to be up here in just a second. Both junglers will be making their way there as they get in position. Kyle TZ as well. Going to roll in. Ogwin doesn't have that wild charge yet, so they've got the information here. They're going to actually just want to fight it out. Sanford jumping in with a penalty zone. They're going to force flat back a little bit more there. The lockdown through Carl TZ with a heavy spin. Kyle TZ's in trouble.
Wow.
First blood for Sanji. And now Turtle. Still going to be for the taking here. Was going to try for the reset. Not going to come through. They're going to battle it out. Fighting for it. Carl TZ securing the turtle for Echo.
My oh my, Echo forcing AP Bren into a team fight. Dude, keep in mind, Carl thinks he secured turtle without red tree.
Yeah, that was crazy to think about it, just because of the fact that Yawi was there. We thought he lagged, right? We thought he was just staying there, wondering what he's about to do next, but the Minoan's Fury at the perfect time to just unleash it and unleash 2 members coming in from the side of AP Bren. And not only that, Sanji managed to stay alive even with the setups coming in from AP Bren, but now they want to go for it.
Combination coming through. Nice shot there from Few as well. Able to get the kill. Carl TZ falls, open quite low. Yawi looking for something. He's all left alone though. Can Sanji help him out here? He's quite tanky himself. A shot comes through. Few gets another. And now Sanji on the hunt. RWO going to come down. Couldn't get the kill. He's trapped now. 3 members. Make it 4. Sanji falls. Another kill going in the hands of Few.
The Express from Echo getting stopped by AP Bren as they get 2 kills on the board, but they're not done yet. Carl TZ with a heavy spin. Just going to get out, and Kyle TZ is going to be able to roam around the map, heading towards that purple buff.
This is scary, you know, Few having 3 kills this early on.
I was just about to say, can you guys calm down? Can you guys please calm down?
I mean, it's Echo Express, come on.
It's just like 4 minutes into the game. But again, yes, you're right. It is Echo Express, and they're doing exactly that. They got the first turtle. They also got the first blood. But the problem is they're being punished as well by the side of AP Brand just because of the kits that they have. There's so many things that they have to worry about, and Yawi's caught up again.
Oh, I think they're going to go for this. Yawi, not quite tanky enough.
The
He's
wall!
gonna get cut off there. Big Guardian's Bear jumps over the wall. What an athletic Minotaur.
Whoa.
Wow, that was an interesting play from Yawi. It does force out the Minoan's Fury, but that was hella sexy. Come on, man.
That was athletic, man.
Dodging the death.
Yeah.
Dodge the death.
There still has the information he needs. Owen there with him. They can't really do too much here. Secured turtle for Echo. The lockdown comes through.
Oh, Carl
Another
TZ!
one. Carl TZ on the hunt here. A couple hits away. Flap falls.
You cannot get away from the young GOT. 2 walls with the heavy spin.
Oh man, there's so many things that AB Bren and both Echo have in store for them. Nevertheless, Echo got the turtle for themselves, so they've equalized the situation, and actually, they've got the 2 turtles all to themselves, although AP Bren still holds a significant amount of gold lead just because of the extra energy shields that Super Marco has gotten on the top side. But even with that being said, Ogwen and the rest of the members still have enough kits, enough vision to be able to at least anticipate the fights before it starts. But Echo, relentless pressure, so many damage outputs early on.
You know what's crazy? It feels like we had a switch.
Yeah.
AP Bren, they were playing the Echo Express. They were trying to fight into Echo outside of objectives. But we saw Echo bait AP Bren in turtle dances. So it feels like these 2 teams understand how each other wants to play, and their response is to imitate what the other team is doing. And AP Brent right now rocking that Echo Express thing, but Echo, they are winning these objective fights.
And they're going to be getting that purple objective too, safe and sound. The only advantage for the side of AP Bren is that they have Kyle TC to freely roam around the map just because of the backshot shield unity from one place to another. And there's not a lot of hard crowd control, specifically coming in from the side of AP Bren.
Oh,
But as I speak,
decisive action. Sanji quickly taken care of. Man, Echo not really able to do anything after that, losing that mid lane. Turtle up in 10.
Again, you see plays like that, right? From AP
Yeah.
Bren. Those things, they usually come from Echo. Like split-second choices of just going in,
Yeah.
using Wild Charge Flicker, and they killed off Sanji.
Yeah.
It looked like a Yaoi Sanji thing, but it was Ogwin who pulled it off.
you know what's that called? It's
What?
the Hive Dive.
The Hive Dive.
Man, you gotta love it.
Great
An
names.
initiation once again, but Ogwen on the backside.
Turtle
We'll see. He's gonna battle it out. Turtle might go for a reset here. Flap Teasy has the immortality as well. RWM comes down. Sanford jumps in with the penalty zone. They get a couple of flickers out. They push them back. Still the Turtle gonna be worked on for here. Come down for the retribution. Kyle Teasy gets it this time. Now Ogwen gonna be in trouble. He falls to Carl. Can they still fight it out? Kyle Teasy being zoned out by Sanford. The rest of the team trying to help him out. Flap Teasy and Few shooting off from the backside. Carl Teasy gonna find Few, locks him down with the heavy spin. Few's taken care of.
Wow.
Oh my God.
For the Turtle for the price of 2 people. And it's not only just 2 people. They also got Few in the process who was
Oh,
3,
add
1,
one more.
and 2.
Add one more.
Oh,
Add
Flap.
one more.
Flap.
He's in trouble here. Last insanity.
Boom.
One hit away. Yowie goes in with a recall as well. Welcome back to the regular season.
This is Yaoi showing his debut game. Dude. Taking an additional member on the side of AP Bren will lose Turtle, but the Express is not going to stop.
That's what you call a holy cow.
That's true.
That's true.
Like for real. An athletic cow, a holy cow, whatever you may call it. Yaoi's back in it. 0-1 and 5 as of the moment. He doesn't need to necessarily use his flicker to get out of that situation. Plus, they've also managed to take a turret down bot. So this is now leaning towards the side of Echo just because of securing objectives alone, which could or supposedly goes to the side of AP Bren. But because, again, of the lack of damage coming in from Few and Super Marco, Ogwen's
Ogwen.
caught.
He does get out with Wild Charge, but Echo now back to the original form. Both teams have reverted to their original playstyle. Echo now looking for, for constant kills, endless aggression coming out from both Yaoi and Sanji.
Oh, man. What seems to be an Echo Transit is now back to Echo Express once again.
The train is now moving.
The
for
train
Echo.
is now moving. You don't get a hoot hoot, but you get a choo choo on this one. For sure.
I like it. I like it. No
We like
hoot hoot, but we got a choo choo.
Oh, we got a choo choo. The choo choo is back.
The Echo choo choo.
We'll see if it's enough.
Yeah,
The
dude.
choo-choo for this first Lord of the game here. Both teams getting a position. You can see it. Really, we haven't seen Benny Cutie or Super Marco for the majority of the game.
Not much.
But this is now getting to the point where it's their time to shine here
Time to shine.
as we get to these Lord dances.
Yep. This is the time where you start seeing the the Filipino Lord dances, the relentless,
The
Yeah.
patience, the cha-cha, the constant resets,
The
the
car-
2-minute Lord dances.
The cariñosa.
Especially between AP Bren and Echo, masters of Lord dances and Lord turns.
The cultural folk dance.
I was going to say, what is the cultural folk dance in the Philippines?
Lord dance.
I think it's cariñosa, tinikling, whatever you may
And
call
the Lord
it.
dance.
Yeah, and the Lord
And the
dance.
Lord dance.
Add Lord dance to that,
Yeah.
add it to the list. I mean, go to the, whatever department it is.
There's 3.
add
There's
more
Department
dances.
of Culture.
Yeah.
Department of Culture.
There's the Lord
add
dance.
Lord
Add
dance to
Lord
the
dances.
Filipino
All right.
things to
There's
do.
3 different dances in the Philippines right now. One is
Cariñosa.
cariñosa. Number 2 is tinikling.
Tinikling.
And then number 3 is the Filipino Lord dance.
This is the pandango
Pandango sa ilaw,
pandango
yes.
sa Lord.
That's
Yes,
way too
Pandango and
many,
the Lord.
way
Pandango
too
and
many
Lord.
Tagalog
Engli-
words, guys.
Yeah.
Tinikling, Karnanasa,
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Lord dance.
I'm sorry.
Tinikling is the bamboo dance.
All right, the bamboo dance.
Yeah.
That's a lot easier, especially now that we have a panda on the land of Dawn. Carl Teasy trying to get in position here. Lord's going to be more than half health. They're holding it together for now.
Sanford, getting hit a lot by the club, but Carl Easy comes in with the jump. Not gonna be enough. It's a BMI is there. AP Brent still holding the Lord.
20K.
constant vision coming out from AP Brent, and again, 20k. This is still typical Lord Dance reset once again. It's been 2 minutes now.
What's the longest one we've seen? 4 minutes?
4 minutes.
About
Okay,
4
minutes.
we're on pace. We're on pace.
We're on pace. 2
We're on
more.
pace.
Let's go.
No damage just yet coming in from Super Marco and Benny Cutie. I mean, they've already established 8k and 7.8k, so that's at least 2 to 3 items if we're going to take a look at the items later on.
Yeah, there you go.
Actually, there you go. It's Corrosion Sight, Demon Hunter Sword, and even a Malefic Roar secured by the Iksha. That's going to help the basic attack.
Brought it up for you.
Together with an attack speed. Thank you so much, Director. And in addition, you also have a Corrosion Sight, Golden Staff, and a Demon Hunter Sword. And also with the steel leg plates coming in from Super Marco, so that whenever he goes inside, he doesn't go punished as much with the BMI and the Blazing Duet as well.
A lot of the damage and sustain coming out from AP Brent, especially with their lineup, with Flapteasy on the expert on the front lines,
Yo, what's with
dealing
you,
with the
bro?
Lord. And meanwhile, look at Super Marco just doing macro things. You know, this is why it's called Super Marco for a reason, playing for the map objective, which is getting the waves pushed with the Claw. There's no point in this time to contest the Lord from Echo. It's still a a 12-minute Lord, but
Oh, no
what
view.
it's important-
Oh, no view.
You're going to jump in. Few could be in trouble here. He's taken out. Yowie getting the kill. Kyle Teasy going to lock down Kyle Teasy again. Should be able to get away. Flap there, but again, they lose Few. This is crucial for this Lord Dance.
Echo, they go for the punish. You play the macro, we play micro. You don't have Claw, we go for the team fights.
Although the problem is 4 ultimates have already been utilized for the side of Echo, so they might have little to no less way to actually fight for this one, which is why AP Brand is still confident in looking for a way to position.
Oh, even down a member. They're still showing the aggression here. Sanford going to jump in. Ogwin goes in with a wild charge. Trying to zone out Sanji. Super Marco
Benny Cutie.
can't find the angles he's looking for. Ogwin falls. Benny Cutie grabbing the kill now for the Lord.
Overwatch!
Goes through. Flap's still going to be alive. Kyle Teasy going to be in trouble.
Benny! Benny!
Goes in.
Benny!
He falls.
Benny
And that's
Cutie!
going to be the Lord taken. It's only Sanji that falls before down for AP Brent.
Benny Cutie! Full barrage, zoning 2 heroes, flicker and takes down Few, and makes the Claude go back to his BMI.
Gosh darn it, Benny. I don't even
Damn
know
you,
what,
Benny!
I don't even, I'm like the mini version, so I'll just say gosh darn it.
Gosh darn.
But again, Benny Cutie has had the only ultimate coming in from Echo before the start of that fight. And it was the most precious ultimate from the Orca so far. Saved it until the end of time, and it reached the point where the X-Borg started backing out, no longer has the immortality. Carl TZ handled Kyle TZ on the other side, and it was Benny Cutie making it himself look good. And now,
Echo.
from hundreds, Echo now at 5K.
Poised to take the pace of AP Brand with the Lord crashing in. There you go. Gorgeous Barrier just to make sure that Echo does not get to go inside the base of AP Brand just yet. But
You gotta
TZ?
respect that damage though. Super Marco's got it, but I gotta say, we just saw, again, in this transition where both gold laners are they're farming up, man.
Yeah.
And like we just saw from that last fight, Benny Cutie's where he needs to be, but so is Super Marco.
Yo,
yeah,
Benny.
that was crazy positioning from the gold laner of Echo. Like,
I agree.
to me, it looked perfect, and AP Brand didn't know how to deal with the Iksha.
And honestly, this is what you like about Super Marco, right? He knows when to use his flicker to get inside when all of the other members coming in from AP Bren are quite low on health. And that is the reason why AP Bren, or actually Benny Cutie rather, is at 2-0-3 as of the moment. Super Marco is yet to find his final item. Meanwhile, Benny Cutie is all dripped up. He's ready for showdown.
In with the concealed
RWM.
RWM to answer. Super Marco quite low. Has to use the Blazing Duet. Yowie will fall though.
Carl.
As he goes Blazing Duet. And into the full barrage again. Benny Cutie flickering in aggressively to clean up the kill.
Room for XP, you take that trade any day with Yowie zoning out the Claude. That Minoan's Fury, just to isolate the backline of AP Bren, that destroys the team fight of the Hive. Echo, again, knowing full well how to use their lineups, not allowing Super Marco to play the team fight that he wants.
Yeah. Even though no flicker was committed, no ultimate was committed as well. As long as you take Yaoi out, that's going to be another delay towards what Echo wants to do, which is why Benny Cutie is going to be building up a Sea Halberd here. He is very much determined to bring down the defenses coming in from AP Bren together with that Immortality bought about by Carl Teasy. So he's going to be a little bit more confident, a little bit more aggressive in trying to go for the Lord Dance, which will be displayed in 10 seconds. But of course, if you're AP Bren, as long as you get a pick-off necessary before the Lord fight even starts, even though Yaoi's already alive, you'll take it 7 days a week.
A lot of round twos coming out from Echo.
Oh wait, Sanford!
Marco.
That got very scary for
Sanford, top lane.
They're still going to be going, though.
Scary times.
He's going to press it in. 4 members up here. It's only Carl Teasy holding his own, of course, in that dance. So couldn't find the kill they were looking for. They make their way to the Lord.
Immortalities again, countdown. Carl Teasy has one. Sanford doesn't have one. And Black Teasy has one. So it's 1 for 1 on both sides.
Yeah.
Round twos. But the important thing is one Immortality is on the jungle. The jungler for Echo.
And it's also going to be Ogwin buying that Immortality as well. Although both the damage dealers coming in from AP Bren are quite too far. Let's see how they're going to go through with this.
Okay, Super Marco making his way. Fully stacked. Yaoi there. Going to keep him at
Oh,
bay. BMI's
ouch,
back.
ouch.
You can already see the damage coming out from Few once again.
They see Benny.
With these recalls, he's got the Echoes help him out too. Turret goes down to the mid lane.
Marco.
Lord's still going to be held here. Less than half health.
These Lord dances. These Lord dances, man. Oh,
This is what we're used to.
the barrier doesn't get to reset the Lord. 15k. Carl Teasy is still hitting that Lord. Echo wants to rush this. 50-50 on both sides.
Oh, here comes Marco. Going to be looking for his own angle with the Blazing Duet. Lord still held here. Full barrage going to be committed. Benny Cutie trapped in. Carl Teasy able to secure the Lord, though. Can they win the fight? Super Marco
down.
gets taken down. Yowie Sanford! A devastating penalty zone. They get the double immortalities out here from the team. Benny Cutie comes in, cleaning things up. It's a double Echo with a statement.
There's a master class coming out from Echo. Perfect initiation, perfect team fight prowess. And now Kyle Teasy, he does not even get to
They're gonna run it down.
inside of his base.
They're going to run it down
man.
He
mid
does not get to recall as Echo.
Welcome.
He's not even going to go home.
To the Echo Express. Yowie's back. They take game number 1 in this best of 3 against AP Bren.
With a show of a dominant display in their team fight prowess, Echo, the Orcas, takes game number 1. And this winning moment is brought to you by our official sponsor, FW Life Insurance. Again, the Orcas showing AP Brent a masterclass as to why they are called one of the best team fighting teams in MLBB.
Damn. That's all I have to say, bro. That was team fight mechanics at its finest.
Dude.
We wonder why the Eve was there. But again, team fight, the name of the game, and it was displayed, especially during that last team fight.
I don't know what it is, too, but the drums of war are in here.
Yeah,
so
you know.
they're playing to the drums, man.
It's that energy and it's that express coming out from the Echo train that we just saw. And you will also see them in MPLI on November 15 to 19 as we witness the top 4 MPL PH teams, Echo considered in, compete in the only tournament in which a PH team has yet to dominate. Do take note of the word yet.
Yet.
Capital Y-E-T.
Wow.
Yet to take.
Yeah, we should change that word. We will.
I mean, tell Echo that. they're competing in MPLI, so catch them on MPLI, November 15 to 19.
Well,
You got that right.
man, if they play like that, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know what it is, but obviously right now in our regular season, this has been one hell of a season. All these teams are very strong and very, I feel like, a big threat, even when it comes to the international stage.
Maybe it's the Yaoi change, the Yaoi energy, but we'll know more with what happened in game number 1 with Hans explaining more details.
Yaoi's return is Echo Express return. Making sure that Echo takes game number 1 going up against AP Bren in this best of 3 series. And it was, of course, a masterclass of team fighting. But again, the MVP of that one is going to be none other than Sanford. Using and popping off the Terizla on this one. It's all dripped up, especially in the later portions of our game with that Radiant Armor, and also building up a Blade Armor for him to actually sustain that basic attack damage coming in from that Claude, which is the reason why it doesn't really get that much damage output coming in from Super Marco whenever Marco tends to initiate. And now we're going to take a look at the back and forth affair, specifically on the mechanics department, and this is where Echo started to get the first blood kills. Ogwen using the flicker to be able to get away. Meanwhile, there's another counter attack coming in from the rest of the members of the Hive because they wanted to go for some extra pick-offs and try to build the damage output for few as early and as easy as possible. The problem is there's so much pressure coming in from Echo, and even though, you know, most of the damage output that we would expect is there, it's up to the other 4 members coming in from the side of Echo to just punish them and continue. And this is what we're talking about, right? Ogwen and Sanji, an immediate, just like what Midnight said, split-second display coming in from AP Bren that we would usually see coming in from Echo, and that momentum has led them to take a turtle on their side. The first one for the side of AP Bren. Not long before another Echo skirmish goes on to the side of the Orcas. Carl TZ, the ability of having a setup skill on his very own, has managed to secure a bunch more for Echo in this matchup. They don't even care about the Lord anymore. It was just a matter of time, especially with Benny Cutie's positioning, that he was able to bring down so many heroes, and also Super Marco, that led him to go back into the BMI of his. Initially, it was to escape, but for now, it was him to be taken out. This time around, we're going to be taking a look at so many other crowd control skills coming in from Echo, and of course, the final range. And I feel like the issue coming in from AP Bren was the range factor. There were so many things that they needed to worry about, and they were lacking in terms of damage per second because they were only relying on the Claude and the Novaria. And Sanford being the icing on the cake to a start of an Echo skirmish was the finishing blow for the side of AP Bren, as it was only Kyle TZ left and there was no other way the Baksha could defend the space for Orcas and a full-on HP Lord. We're also going to be taking a look at the kill map here, especially for Sanford. We've seen him a while ago at 1-0-10, I believe, or at least 1-1-10, but the kill is going to be at the 12th minute, once the Lord is already at its evolved form. Kill and assist have been vital for him to make sure to sustain and the rest of his teammates. And together with the items and the way he's built up this Terizla, he is more of a sustaining factor. And also, his way of actually initiating in terms of team fights is very confident enough because he is reliant towards the items that he has. Especially now, if we're going to take a look at the emblems and their talents, they're securing the tenacity, especially for the Extra, to stay a little bit more in terms of team fights, because there is one way for them to be reached, and that is going to be none other than Ogwen with the use of this wild charge. Also with the X-Borg, courtesy of Flap TZ, holding on to the last Insanity. But it's a matter of who goes first. We saw that a while ago with the side of AP Bren using the Hive Dive, aka the Wild Charge, to go for inside. But the problem is there wasn't really enough follow-up because Super Marco didn't really have enough items, or maybe now that he has a full item display. But the problem is he wasn't able to go to the back lines and access, because whenever he tries to do that, Sanji just tends to release the real-world manipulation for extra shield. Benny Cutie also finds himself in a very good position as well, and it's Carl TC that he always sees, and he gets caught in the crossfire, which is why Super Marco hasn't really been doing much of the damage. Yes, he had 57% in terms of kill participation, but the problem is with the team fight, it really leans towards the side of Echo, especially with the laning stages that we've seen Sanford actually dominate. And Super Marco, even though there were some moments of silver lining for this guy being the ace with a 76k total hero damage, it really didn't boil well for the side of AP Bren, as Echo has managed to secure this game number 1. And together with Benny Cutie, Carl TZ, and the Sansan duo, they welcomed Yaoi back, and the Echo Express is back on duty.
Choo-choo. Yeah, choo-choo. It felt like Yaoi coming back into this game. He was like, I'm going to play my phone, and after that, whoop-ham! That's the Express.
That's it. That's the Express.
He's feeling the vibe, and
Yeah.
you saw the way they played, and it felt like Echo. You were saying it earlier, like there was a question of chemistry, right?
Yeah.
But it didn't feel like that in game number 1. As we just saw Echo flawlessly execute their gameplay, and this is just amazing to see. And that's why we're inviting you guys to watch MPL Philippines Season 12 playoffs live and on-site. Get your tickets now from our official ticketing partner, Slash. Just go to bit.ly/S12 playoffs tickets for more details.
Show your support. I'm sorry, I messed up my slash. So because my
Slash.
hand
There
got
you go.
stuck to the paper. But show your support for your favorite MPL teams by purchasing their limited edition team notification effects for only 58 diamonds. Wow.
Only 58 diamonds.
Wow.
You love to see it.
Love to see it.
Oh,
Now,
yeah, more diamonds.
I just want to highlight again more on the change with Echo
Yeah.
here. I mean, we're talking about the flawless gameplay of how they execute their team fights, and I feel like you have to consider the fact that even though they are used to playing with JP, it's a different vibe when you're playing with Yawi. There is that leader, that commander of because we hear Echo when we do
Yeah.
mic checks, right?
Yeah.
It's always Yawi saying, "Hey, look,
Yeah.
it's gonna die, he's gonna die, he's gonna die."
You know what? If there's
Killable,
going to be
killable,
a
killable.
certain similarity towards an anime character, I would say Yawi is like Commander Erwin from Attack on Titan. He's the dude who just wants to go on and be aggressive.
Yeah.
Right?
He's
Shinzuo Sasageo has been created because of Commander Erwin, and that is exactly what Yawi is saying to them as well.
and every single time, Shinzo
Shinzo wo
Sasageo.
Sasageo.
There you go. And now we're gonna be looking at the the head-to-head. The comparison of PH players against the world. It's
Ooh.
not just Yawi, but we also have world-class junglers on both Echo and AP Brand. Kyle TZ and Carl TZ, the TZ brothers. I mean, alongside Flap TZ, with Kyrie.
Kyrie TZ.
Kyrie.
Yeah.
Kyrie.
Kyrie, man.
I mean, you actually see so many accolades here, but the thing is, whenever you hear his name, you only say Kai.
Kyrie, the Filipino jungler in Indonesia.
How
mean-
did he do it? That's
How do you do it?
How does he do it? I don't know.
And it's interesting because, again, these are world-class junglers.
Yeah.
I mean, Kyle TZ, he does have like two
Yeah.
achievements on his resume, but those two are heavier. It's gold medal.
Yeah. But the thing is, it's also a start for Kyle TZ. He's only
That's
started
true,
around
that's true.
Season 10. And to think he's already being compared to these two junglers, that's
Yep.
a major achievement.
It's he's very much worthy, obviously, of having TZ there because I remember when Kyle stepped in, into the league. A lot of people were wondering how he'd match up, and yes, when you look at the achievements, it looks like it's an 11 font, size 11 for Carl TZ, right? Because he's just got so many. But like, Kyle TZ is going to get there, and honestly, he is already off to an amazing start. In his career, he holds his own really
Yep.
against the best junglers out there.
I mean, that is why he's called the young GOD. Speaking about having an amazing start, Echo with the Game 1 victory that they just had. Looking at their past matchup, it's also Echo winning 2-0. So they're already in the they're already in the works of repeating what happened in their previous affair as Echo just beat AP Bren first time they encountered each other. Now, Hans, I want to ask you the question. AP Bren, what do you adjust for game number 2? Because AP again, this is a quest to reclaim your momentum. What do you do for AP Bren?
You pressure Yawi's hero pool. That's what you could possibly do at this point. Like, how far can he go without the heroes that he's not usually using?
Force him on a healer.
Right? Because of course, we've seen Ogwen use the Rafaelas, you've seen him use the Matildas, and for quite some time it's been effective, sometimes it's not.
Yeah.
But for Yawi, we haven't completely seen that, right? We saw him all over social media, he's using the Chos, he's actually top global Cho.
Yeah, the
and that's a
setters.
major achievement. But the thing is, something about the meta right now doesn't really lean on towards what Yawi is accustomed to using. So I can't wait to see what that's in.
I thought I heard top 1 Yawi, played by Cho.
You can say that.
It's kind of synonymous,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And-
But I think now he's a little down because
Yeah.
he's now top global too.
Yep.
But as we always
top
say,
global too.
yeah, he's top 2 global. But as we always say, Yawi, wag ka down.
I mean,
Don't be down.
Don't be down.
Yeah.
Don't get down.
Don't get down.
I mean, you're top seed, so you have no reason to be
Yeah.
down. And
Uh,
again,
It's top seed.
Top
They gotta be
seed.
happy about that.
of course, because again, you're number 1.
Yeah.
That's already secured, done and dusted. AP Bren can no longer catch up to Echo, you're going to be happy with the position that you have right now. But what might put a frown on the face of Yaoi is, again, the adjustment that you spoke about coming into game number 2. AP Brent, if they do decide to remove these heroes from Yaoi, like take out the Minotaur, the Kufras, the Groks, well, they did take out the Grok, but it's still sort of like, it still became an Echo game because of how Echo composed their lineup. And that's, again, maybe try considering for AP Bren picking up the Hoot Hoot.
Yeah.
Just to make sure that Yaoi does not get to play these initiation heroes.
That, and also the fact that even if you look back at the game, before it went into Express mode, like it was AP Bren that was starting a lot of those fights. They had great overlapping, with the CC that they had. We saw them really duking it out, but unfortunately, I just feel like at one point, it's like they were holding on to the Expressway. Like they were just like taken for a ride eventually. And that is something, once again, the Hive really isn't used to doing. I mean, they have been pretty dominant throughout the season. They are also up there in the standings as well, but when you look at the actual gameplay there, because Yaoi stepped in, I feel like that's the thing. Like the pace picks up, the tempo picks up a little bit more. That's not to say, the way that JP plays the roam isn't good at,
it's just
isn't
different.
good. It's different. It's a different flavor, and it's a different tempo. And what this felt like, after not seeing Yaoi play for the entire regular season so far, is Echo on an actual different tempo. And this is like another version. Like if Echo was already the Express, this is like the
Ultra Express.
ultra fast Express.
Ultra fast Express. The expedited Express.
There you go.
Oh my! I mean, I understand the point because again, if you're Echo, if you look into the mic checks, it's different when JP is playing. It's different when Yaoi is playing. JP with Echo usually is calm, collected. We go for this. We go for this. Yaoi is constantly screaming in your ear. Hey, this guy's dead. This guy's dead. Look, killable, endable. We dive. That's the calls that this guy makes, and it's a different tempo. And it might be Echo feeling the difference right now because the players are feeling it as well. Because there is a difference between playing calm, collected MLBB and playing fast, ultra fast-paced aggression.
That's why I said, man, they're playing to the drums.
Exactly.
Like, that's why we hope that you guys could make it if you're here in the Philippines with us, or maybe you're going to be traveling to the Philippines for the playoffs. I don't know. Yeah, I can't imagine because, like, obviously this is packed right now.
Yeah.
But for the playoffs and, later for M5.
We're not going to hear each other.
Yes.
For sure.
It's
We're not gonna
very
hear each
intense.
We're going to be casting with a lot of screams.
Yeah.
Kai! Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And again, in layman's term, for all of these guys have mentioned, it's like Ash Ketchum is using Charizard whenever they're with JP, and Ash Ketchum using Greninja when they have Yaoi.
I love it.
That's like the.
I love the analogy.
That's like the analogy for you guys to better understand it.
This is what I'm saying. I always love it when Hans is in the seat because he brings it to the level to the probably
true.
the average people out there, the age group out there.
Exactly.
He makes things make sense. Good job,
relatable, understandable.
Because I don't know what generation that Pokemon's in.
Good job. Well,
but I
it's
did
in
get
Generation 7.
Generation
go.
7. All I know is the original.
Do you know Infernape, though?
Nope. All I know is the original.
Dang, it's Gen 3?
The original 151.
Dude, point is,
Okay,
whenever
fair enough.
Hans is on the analyst desk, every single one of us turns into Captain America.
Yeah.
I understood that reference.
Yeah. Good job.
Good job.
Good job.
That's Hancock.
I'll give that to you.
That's Hancock. Good job.
I'll give that to you. Good job, though.
There
But
you
again, as I was saying a while ago, this time compared to the previous matchup that we've seen them do, this one has a little bit more bearing to it because AP Bren needs the points to make it to the upper bracket.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Right? Because when you think about it, RSG lost their game a while ago against Omega, so they're stuck at 21.
Yep.
Right now, Bren is still at 22 points, and they want to make it they want to have extra wins for them to secure the spot because, RSG and Blacklist are still roaming around the corner.
AP Bren basically had their work cut out for them when RSG lost earlier on. But because of the loss in game number 1 against Echo, they have to make this work.
Wait, guys, I finally have a better analogy.
Yes.
JP.
Oh my god.
Wait.
There was nothing wrong with the first one, man.
Wait,
understood the
because you
reference.
don't get the Greninja though. I want to make you
all right.
understand. Okay,
I'll give you 20 seconds.
Okay, so Charizard when it's with Yaoi. Okay, Venusaur when it's with JP. Because whenever you use the Solar Beam, you wait for the second turn for it to go ahead.
actually-
And that is like calculated aggression.
I prefer the first reference.
Dang it.
I prefer the first reference.
Okay, a win is a win.
It works.
A win is a win.
To the draft we go. Game 2.
Yep.
It's already coming out. AP Brent locking in the Baksha. This looks somewhat similar.
Oh, instant answer with an Iksha to Rizla coming out from Echo. They really understand this matchup coming out from the Baksha that AP Brent has gotten themselves into with the first pick. Now, AP Brent, you have a choice. You can either go for the Claude once again, alongside a different support maybe, or again, the Hood, the Eggman for AP Brent.
Is that his new name?
The
Yeah.
Hood, yeah.
The
The
Eggman.
Hood, the Eggman, the Time Traveler. I don't even know.
The Devastator.
The Devastator, the savior of everyone. You know, the
Claude?
anti-crowd control dude. But of
Claude?
course, they're gonna be picking a Claude.
Novaria.
It's gonna be a Novaria, and it is looking like it's gonna be a Novaria.
And
Pretty
this might-
similar though.
This might just be an Akai's too. So
Yeah.
I mean, Echo, they have a lot of options, but for the Grays, in the name of good drafting orders, I
Yeah.
think this should be an Akai.
Yeah. You gotta give it to them though.
Yeah.
There's just so many other things that they have to worry about, but one less thing that they need to worry if they get the Akai is getting objectives, because Carl has managed to make sure that he will get at least one objective onto himself every time he has that Akai, and he also has one setup ability every time that the Akai is leaning towards the side of Echo.
Yep. We are waiting for the third pick coming out from Echo, but again, we just want to point out that it is a similar draft to game number 1, but now they've gotten themselves the
picked up the
Minotaur
Minnow.
first.
Oh, Diggy's
And
banned
then the
again.
Diggy ban. There you go.
So it's-
Anti-Yaoi, no
Diggy's
longer an
banned
option for AP
again.
Brent.
So it's like the same, but it was just a little different order.
It's
Yeah.
same, but different. But same. If
Okay.
you understood that reference.
Yeah, I do. It's the
Nice.
name of the pro players that are very strong, but if that's not the case, dang it.
Okay, analyze the draft index for us.
But again, as I was saying, we're starting to see a little similarities, just a little bit in terms of order. So it's kind of expected the division and info will really go onto the side of AP Brand, but again, the damage, especially the hero DPS, are leaning towards the side of Echo. 3.2 over, or 4 over 3.2, just because of the Iksha alone. So as long as they tend to take care of the Iksha, then it's going to be a good sign for them to take control. But again, you're going to have the Diggy and the Uranus.
And the Force Band.
Okay. Just to be,
Literally the same game.
right, just to be sure, right? We're not watching the replay,
Yeah,
right?
We're not.
I'm gonna pinch you.
Yep.
Okay,
I'm being pinched.
okay. It's real time.
Ouch.
It's real time. It's real time.
Can I pinch you too?
You can pinch me too if you want.
There you go.
Oh, ouch.
Ouch.
The
nice.
muscles, though.
This is real. Hans, your,
sorry,
your
man,
life is
sorry.
real. My life is real.
Yeah.
So this is a real game.
Okay, it's a real game.
Now, AP Bren,
Wow.
what do you consider a real ban here? Do you still go for the Akai ban? Or do you go back to the pattern that was made in game number 1?
Oh, that's right. Akai. Akai is still open. Huh.
There you go.
There you go.
Now he's gone.
Okay.
Okay, it's a
so now
different
this is a
universe.
different game.
It's a different universe.
There we go.
There we go. We are safe.
We're safe.
We're safe.
We're safe. We're
I
safe.
thought we were going to the back room, but it's
Yeah.
not the case. Lancelot!
Oh, hi. They call me.
That-
Sorry, I got hyped.
I know.
Because the thing is, when you're watching Echo and a Lancelot pops up, even if it's on the other side, you get hyped.
Yeah.
You gulag.
Whatever
me, dude.
happens,
Sorry.
it's a cool hero.
I am guladed.
Yeah, you're Gulad.
You were a Gulad by the actor
Ladies
baby.
and gentlemen, Gulat in English is shocked.
I am
Yeah.
shocked.
Yeah, I shouted my guts. I screamed.
Yeah,
into Nice's
gulat
ears.
na gulat in English is shell shocked.
We need to. Oh, by the way, happy birthday out there.
Happy
Birthday, Bob.
birthday!
No, like that's the thing. It's the English stream, but we got to start throwing some Tagalog words out there because some people are gonna fly to the Philippines for M5.
Oh yeah, you gotta learn, man. Oh,
So you know,
oh, Kufra.
There it
Wait,
is.
sorry, Kufra into a Minotaur. AP Brent, are you sure about this? Like, I'm referring to John Cena right now. Are you
Yeah.
sure about
Are you
this?
sure about this?
this is Ogwen saying it's gonna be over.
Oh. There goes the hard counter.
Oh man.
There goes the hard counter.
Oh man.
I mean, they got hard countered, but AP Brand does have a lot of departments where they win.
Yeah. For Lancelot, AP Brand has a hard counter, or not even a hard counter as much, just because it's, you know, it's fine. You at least have a counter towards the puncture. But the problem is, for Kufra, once the cult altar has been, or why do I always say cult altar?
Netherrealm.
Netherrealm.
Well, I mean, we said it for
Netherrealm.
seasons, man.
Okay,
You know, it's okay.
Let's say it together.
By the way,
1, 2, 3.
Netherrealm.
By the
Thank
way,
you.
it's not Astral Recall, it's Star Shudder. Astral Recall is when you cast the ball. When it gets, when it heads towards you and you cast it again, it's Star Shudder.
Really?
Yeah. I just learned it earlier.
Oh.
Well, now you know.
Now you know.
Well, you learn something new every day.
Yeah, you learn Tagalog words, you learn new skills.
That's why you're here.
That's
Yeah,
why
but it
we're
sounds
here.
so cooler to say, like, just not even Astral, but like Recall Echo. Oh, there's the Recall, the Echo.
That's true. That's true.
Now I have to say the Star Shudder and the Echo.
Yeah. Yeah.
3 names. A lot of names. Speaking about names, again, you see Kyle DZ and Carl DZ in front of your screens. Ogren already in the jungle area of Echo, making sure that Carl DZ does not get up to speed with the Lancelot. As we head on over to the game number 2 between AP Bren and Echo. Ogren starts the game with a stolen Small Lizard.
Wow. Can I just say, though, it's pretty ironic and unusual that Few is using the Astral Echo on Echo for the second game straight. I mean, I can't wait to see how major this is going to play out, because it's going to be the same scenario over again. Yes, you do have Ogwen on your side. You have extra setup, but the problem is a new hero has also joined the side of the Orcas together with that Faramis, who is actually building up more on the movement speed with that agility and the Wilderness Blessing. But even so, he's taking a bit of the damage.
Early game, little relaxed on both sides. Again, jungle contest is happening on both sides. But pretty much Carl TZ and Carl TZ, both of them will get level 4 prior to Turtle.
Oh, man.
Not only that, too, but I mean, even the previous game, man, like, Few had a great game on the Navaria, right? At one point, he had that 3-0.
Oh, Carl.
This could be is he going to be safe? Carl TZ going to be in trouble? Bobs and weaves out of there. This is it Carl TZ or is it Lancelot? Which one is it, right? He gets out perfectly fine.
I mean, it's Carl TZ, you know. You pick Kufra, you try to counter him. At the end of the day, it's still Carl TZ using that Lancelot.
Yeah.
He understands perfectly well those punctures and how to weave out all those skirmishes.
It's Carl Salot, if you would
Carl
say.
There you go.
There we go. That's what I was looking for.
There was just
Wait,
just
sorry.
some, okay.
Carl Salot TZ.
Okay.
Don't forget a TZ.
Okay, I agree. At this point, they're just gonna be securing the TZ. They're going to be securing the TZ. They're gonna be
Turtle.
securing the
Turtle
turtle.
TZ.
All right, just to be clear.
Well, either way, now the battle here. Turtle going to go ahead and get reset. So AP Brent going to call it off for a little bit. Echo going to go ahead and start it up. Carl TZ there at the front alongside Yawi.
They gave it up.
Playing the zone. Yeah, they might just give it up. Oh, we're going to charge in. No, actually, Carl TZ rolls in too. Can't get there in time. Going to be secured for Echo. They get another flicker out. Now Kyle TZ on the run. NetherRealm comes through. Sanford, is he going to be okay? Takes a shot from the shutter. Still going to be up, and he's able to survive for now. Are they going to go under the turret? They're going to be dragging him back to the turret. But Flop will stay alive as well.
Did you see that block from Yami? He
Yeah,
blocked the path of Lap TZ towards Sanford.
Oh,
and
man.
that saved Teresa's life.
Yo, that was a close call. But again, Yawi, with his game senses, again, back like he never left at this point. Flap making sure that he's there. But it seems like we have another trivia.
Yeah, it's just GOAT things, you know. Carl DZ currently holding the highest GPM in MPL history with 702 GPM among players with at least 200 games
How many
played.
things does Carl TZ hold? Like currently?
You know what? Why does it always feel like whenever there's an Echo game that's been played, Carl
always
TZ
another-
just
Gets him low. Now going to contest the
dodge.
purple. The dodge goes through. Kyle TZ able to secure it. Now Carl TZ with the rest of the team will get out of there. But you got to also respect Kyle TZ here. Under the pressure, he's able to handle it.
Yep. Yeah, and you also have to give it to them. Both retributions are now out for at least 20 seconds or less, so that's going to be more space for the side of AP Brent to make a play. And also for Echo to do the same thing, as Flap TZ and Sanford are going to be caught in the crossfire here onto the bush up top, but Kyle TZ is going to do just the same thing.
Didn't
Not
really,
just that.
Yeah, didn't get a catch on Sanford. And Sanji already in position to contest that turtle from AP Brent.
see how they play this out. Turtle gonna be half health. Everybody getting in position for the fight here. Yawi also holding on. Sanji could be in trouble. Has to flicker out. Flap TZ now behind enemy lines. They reset the turtle though. So now Echo still fighting it. A lot of the ultimates still available. Flap TZ and Few waiting for theirs. They might try to buy some more time here.
Yeah, it's not just the Lancelot that can, weave in and out of these skirmishes. It's also the Paquito of AP Brent.
Yeah, I
that
agree.
is constantly pressuring these heroes on the side of Echo.
Oh.
Kyle TZ, however, Kyle
the
TZ
drive-by.
secures the turtle with the Retribution drive-by, and AP Brent gets one on the map.
Thank you, Kyle TZ. We finally get 3 drive-bys for today.
Yeah.
And we're only 2 series in. That's how massive this Baksha has been in terms of the meta that we have right now. And also, you have to give it to Flap TZ. A major misposition coming in from Sanji to put him out of,
Walk away.
He's dead.
He is gone. First blood, 6 minutes in.
Wait.
Finally going over to Echo.
Wait, that was first blood?
Yep, first blood.
6 minutes in.
Oh, Kyle TZ takes the purple buff from Carl TZ. It's now Kyle pressuring the jungle area of
Using his flicker to be able to get away. So Echo, even though they've gotten at least the first blood, Kyle TZ has managed to bring them back into a corner to at least 3, and even it's a seesaw battle.
Oh, here comes Sanji too. Yawi taking quite a bit of hits. They might look for a counter punch here unless they play the safe route.
bold.
It's Kyle TZ though, now Few making his way as well.
Top lane, however,
Ow.
Carl TZ in front of the Paquito. Really annoying for the Lancelot and now Echo. They are in the turtle pit, but they don't have their jungler here.
Benny Cutie picking up the DHS. Perfect timing for this fight.
Oh.
Sanford gonna
Penalty
miss
zone.
the penalty zone. Yawi takes a shot. Ogwin gonna jump in. Gets the Netherrealm out. Few fell as well.
Oh.
Still the fight for the turtle here. There's
What?
the drag.
Oh.
Ogwin. Carl TZ, but the blazing duet comes through. Gets them quite low. Now they're on the retreat. Flap TZ has to run back from the full barrage.
Yo! That Lancelot came from mid, and he was able to take 2 kills. However, AP Brent did take the turtle, as it was taken by Super Marco, and Kyle TZ went for the chase. They got the Lancelot kill, but Echo, they got the kills.
And even though 2 heroes were down, I mean,
Look at the left side! Look at the left side! Carl TZ dashing.
about AP Bren that has managed to make them take control of so many objectives as of this moment. They know that in terms of team fight, they're not really going to have a good time just because of the Netherrealm brought about by Sanji.
Yep.
So, yes, Sanji is going to be there, but Flap TZ is doing a pretty good job, isolating every other member. Whenever, whenever Carl TZ is not joining in terms of the fight, then the Netherrealm won't really be effective as much.
Yeah.
But if Carl TZ is joining the Lord fight or the Turtle fight, Flap TZ is isolating Sanji instead. So there's things that, AP Bren are doing here, even if it doesn't work in terms of their composition, Flap TZ is making it happen, which is why AP Bren is now holding this lead right now.
And guess what? All this is giving a lot of space for Super Marco.
Agree.
Again,
I
the
agree.
macro objectives from AP Bren has been phenomenal. But they have to deal with the team fights, because Echo, the name of their game, is their ability to initiate, their ability to retake fights, and their ability to turn these lords into 5v5 engagements.
Not
Gotta
a
be
lord.
careful, though.
Yeah, not a lord for the taking here.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
gonna be started up. Expect another long dance
Yeah.
between these two teams.
Damage, however, is now available for Super Marco. We saw 3 hits pop out from the Claude, and Yawi has been reduced to 50% of his health. Fortunately, he has a heal, but again, it is a sample of how much damage AP Bren can actually deal.
And not only that, there's also a bottom lane turret secured by Flap TZ as of the moment, but there's jump coming in from Ogwen.
I thought that was
Netherrealm
Netherrealm.
as well.
Oh, Yawi getting jumped quite low. They got to be cautious of this. Also, keep an eye on a Flap.
Look at Flap though.
The positioning on this Paquito is going to be crucial for this fight. Ogren going to charge up. Swings in. Gets the rage off. The Netherrealm to follow. He backs off.
big.
Already crucial out of here. Benny Cutie isn't a part of this fight as well.
That's big. They still have the Minoan Fury on the side of Yawi.
Going to go ahead.
He comes in.
Committing this through. Sanford going to jump in. Trying to keep Kyle TZ at bay. Lord goes to Carl TZ.
Oh!
Able to get it. Now Ogwen to follow as well. Yawi. Flickers
Carl!
out defensively. Carl TZ finds another. 2 down for AP Bren. They lose the Lord as well.
The GOT! Carl TZ with the Lancelot!
Oh my goodness, that was a magnificent effort coming in from Echo. First off, they dished the HP coming in from Kyle TZ to not be able to at least contest more. Plus a major error coming in from Ogwen to just unleash that Tyrant's Revenge and Rage combo to not even everyone. It was just the Teresa that's been caught.
Yeah.
And that's the worst case scenario if you're AP Bren at that point, because a 3K gold lead has bumped down to 100, and
Yeah.
it may even go to Echo's side.
When you dissect the Lord fight, Echo pulled it to perfection.
Oh,
Penalty
man.
zone on the back line. Carl TZ with some turns, but here we are in a team fight as well. AP Bren, they're forcing on the defense on the bottom side of the map.
They look like they want to fight this. Yowie gonna be the target. There's the rage. They get the down, but Benny Cutie laying down the full barrage. They fight it out. Sanford's still gonna be the backside. Carl TZ goes in.
Look at
Now
Flap,
with the
though.
phantom execution.
puncture, no puncture.
Gets it in. Flap on the hunt for Sanji. One punch away. Gets dragged. Can't find him. Oh! Part of his own demise. Flap TZ with the double.
What?
Oh, Carl TZ. Carl TZ still showing up. You're not the only TZ here.
I don't
there
know.
goes the Phantom Execution. Is he going to be able to get out? Black TZ with a puncture. I mean, Carl TZ with a puncture.
Carl TZ going. He's waiting for Sanji to get there. Couldn't get there in time. Carl TZ goes down.
Too much TZs on the side of AP Bren. Both Kyle and Flop play that team fight to perfection. But that initial jump from Ogwen shuts down the team fight
Oh my
for
goodness.
Echo.
We've talked about Carl TZ. We've talked about Kyle TZ. But there's still another TZ who goes unnoticed, and that is none other than Flap at this point. A double kill. Dissecting, literally separating the sea from both of these members coming in from the side of Echo. And that is exactly where they actually take the lead.
Yeah.
Where, you know, the Nether Realm hasn't been utilized as much because Sanji is thinking, how the hell do I use this?
Yeah, there was no one to
there's
save.
there's no way.
There was no one to save because Yaoi was already dead.
Yeah.
And Flap TZ was just cutting on the back line.
Yeah.
And this is just the prowess of the original TZ clan member. Flap TZ utilizing the Paquito to perfection again, cutting the back corners of Echo and making sure that Benny Cutie was not able to join that fight. The full barrage was utilized, but the angle was off.
It was
and
off,
the
yeah.
Paquito was already there, and he was like, bro, shut that off.
I gotta say, like the way Flap TZ is playing this Paquito and what he's been doing throughout this game so far, very reminiscent from the previous series when we saw Ryota doing it, right? On the same hero,
Yep.
Paquito, and he is doing more than work for this.
Yeah.
And again, it's really, AP Brent wants to get to a game 3. They're having things fall in their place, but can they keep it up? They have to. They have to be able to respond. What I love to see is how close this game is, though.
Oh, yeah.
It really hasn't gone in super favor, you know, in terms of gold-wise for long for either team.
And this is crazy because you have two teams that are sitting at the same level in terms of macro, macro execution. It all boils down to who executes better in terms of micro. And we saw again Flap TZ hitting all those punches. Carl TZ puncturing away from the hands of AP Bren, but it wasn't really enough as AP Bren had more firepower to their lineup. And you start seeing the the closeness of their strength, the ability of these two teams, and I feel like whoever presses their buttons better and uses their spells better in this game will win out game number 2.
And it's also because of the fact that Super Marco had a way better start compared to game number 1. With the damage output, they can finally dish out a decent amount of damage, wherein Echo will kind of doubt whether they would want to go for the team fight or not. And that's something that they've been holding on for the longest time. They want Super Marco to stay safe. Plus, because the Akai is no longer there, yes, the Lancelot can dish out some damage, but the problem is, Carl TZ no longer has a crowd control skill. That was the issue a while ago for Super Marco, because every time he dishes out the Blazing Duet, he was like, oh dear.
Oh dear.
Here's the heavy spin again.
Oh dear.
And I'm gonna go down. But this time, he has a 1, 2, and 2. That's a way better choice if you ask me, because he finally has secured more objectives. Even though, I have to say, Benny Cutie has the lead just because he has that Corrosion Sight, a Demon Hunter Sword, and a Malefic Roar together with the Wind of Nature for extra defensive measures.
This is also just a better game overall for AP Bren. You know, comparing it to the previous one. And really what it's going to come down to is these Lord fights, like these upcoming Lord fights. And a lot of that is also on Kyle Teasy. He's done relatively well so far on the spot shot picks, sometimes even just driving by, taking objectives. So that's crucial for Echo to handle here.
Again, Lord is going to spawn in 3 seconds. Echo and AP Bren, both of them are eyeing to take this Lord. Meanwhile, they have Flapteasy shoving that shoving that minion wave on the top lane, forcing Benecutie to stay up top. And this means that 4 heroes are only available for Echo in terms of team fighting AP Bren, because this Paquito is again gonna cut the back line. For Echo.
It's a 4v4 situation. Iksha, Benecutie has been left to at least defend, and he's not going to be that fast.
Oh, look at that damage, Yawi. Yeah, he can heal. You know, he can heal some of that back up, but
How many astral recalls has Call of Duty dodge?
Yeah, it's like the Matrix. It's like the dude from the Matrix.
It feels like there's a auto trigger.
Yeah.
Whenever he is hit by the Star Shutter, there's
Oh, he
always
got hit
that
there.
Thorn
Yeah.
Rose.
But newsflash, guys, he's human.
Yeah, he got hit.
he got hit.
He got hit one time.
You know, I mean, even given that, though, there's a big upper hand here for AP Bren, because just with the fact that Paquito's going to be putting that pressure, you'll lose Benecutie, you know, for this. So you have to be really careful how you approach the fight.
Yeah.
Here we go.
It's the numbers. It's the numbers game for AP Bren.
Yep, Ogwin going to charge in, finding Sanford, Yawi, Super Marco just unleashing.
Ouch!
Whoa, Sanford.
Ouchie! 440.
Can't
be
heal that
careful.
with a Band-Aid, though.
This might be the situation for them to go ahead and press for this Lord. They look like they're going to go for it. Ogwin,
Another dodge from Carl Teasy. My goodness.
it's the information he needs, too.
This is the toughest
Reset.
Lancelot I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Using puncture and Phantom Execution into a Kufra and the Claude.
The timing is impeccable.
If you mess that up, you're dead. But it's Carl Teasy, you know. So
Yeah. He also has that endless battle together with that War Axe sustain in terms of team fight.
Oh,
but
look at
now,
Yawi.
split type.
Carl Teasy in the front line.
That's the downside of being a Minotaur, right? Like, it's very slow. Like, you're going to take a couple shots from Claude before you get a chance to jump out. And, of course, you got the heal. That's great. But, you know, they're finding it difficult to actually enter into this fight and find positioning.
Yeah. By the way, we crossed the minute mark for this Lord Dance.
We're getting there.
Yeah, we're
We're
getting
getting
there.
Last
We're
game we
getting-
had, what, 2 minutes? 3
2 minutes, yeah, total.
Yeah.
Part of the Filipino cultural dance thing.
Yeah.
Tinikling,
Cariñosa.
Cariñosa,
And now?
now Lord Dance.
Yeah. Welcome, guys.
I'm not going to try again.
Welcome to Philippines.
I'm going to butcher it.
No, you can say the bamboo
No, you can say
dance, right?
tinikling.
Oh, tinkling.
Tinkling, there you go.
Is
You can
that
say
right?
the bamboo dance, though.
No, tinikling.
Tinkling.
There
There
you
we
go.
go. I had to think about it twice. The bamboo dance.
The
Yeah.
bamboo dance. Cariñosa is quite easy.
There you go.
Cariñosa.
Not
Did,
gonna
it,
try.
did it feel right saying tinikling?
No, it did not.
All right, then you got it wrong.
All right.
Then
You should
say,
get it right
you
if
say
feel
Lord
it's right.
Dance.
But now,
Oh,
Oh,
wait.
I mean,
Are they actually going to fight it out? No, they are not.
it's still the same poke battle that
Yeah.
we have been seeing for the past 2 minutes,
Yeah.
which is now finally crossed the 2-minute mark. Welcome to Filipino Lord Dance, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen.
and of course, another reset.
Another reset. There you go. 2 minutes
All
of
right.
just looking at heroes get poked, get their HPs back,
Oh,
force out again another Phantom Execution, but
They're
over.
gonna
Here's
make
the
a move.
conceal. This
Different
is the
move.
answer.
Different move. Different move.
They're going to force Echo back with the conceal. So they have that. They know that.
Sorry, Filipino Lord Dance.
Filipino Lord Dance, welcome back. We're
Welcome
back to it.
Again, Call Easy, Phantom Execution into a Claude. Very tough as a Lancelot. 2 minutes 40 now. Sorry, 2 minutes and 30 now.
Yeah, although Conceal has already been popped by the side of AP Bren, so it's information for the side of Echo. No Astral Echoes as well. View is going to be waiting for that ultimate to pop off once again, but you also have to give it to Flapteasy. The macro game has been the story of this matchup. Flapteasy has been making sure that
Ouch.
Benecutie stays in the base.
Oh,
He
the
won't go
knockup, the
anywhere.
knockup!
Yeah, he's just parked there. Right now, will this turn into an actual go? Carl Teasy
You know
finding
what?
some of the positioning he wants. So Lord going to go ahead and reset.
3
minutes, guys, 3 minutes.
3:21, by the way.
Yeah, 321.
3:21.
321.
We're getting there.
We started at around 15.
14 something.
14.
14:50 something.
Yeah, 14. Yeah. I don't even want to count.
Trust me.
anymore.
Trust me, it's been
Yeah, I
3 minutes.
trust you. I just don't want to count anymore.
This looks like it could be the longest Lord Dance that we've had
Yeah.
so far.
I mean, the record to beat is 420 something.
About 4.5.
Not
I think.
not the number, but
You know what, dude? We're in pace. We're on pace.
4 minutes
Come
27,
on.
I think.
Make it reach 18:15. We'll card 4 minutes. Fair game.
All right. Well, we'll
Come on.
cross 4 minutes and 15 seconds.
And a reset again. Carl TZ.
5.
There you go.
4.
This should be a
3,
record. This should be the
2,
longest Lord Dance.
1. There
in
we
MPL
go.
season
4
12.
minutes, Lord Dance.
We need our own like MPL trivia.
Yeah.
Longest Lord Dance.
Oh my goodness.
You know what? Do you want me to go back into the production area to type that?
You probably could and come back.
Yeah, and they're still dancing.
They're still dancing.
Because like that's the thing. Without Benny Cutie, it's tough. But actually, they're gonna go for it. So Ogwin already using the rage. Sanford
Oh, wait.
taking a couple shots.
Nah, the thing is, even if you take down Sanford, you have to take care of the Lancelot. Again, another dodge from Carl TZ. This is just nasty from the Lancelot.
Hey, they got the Phantom Execution out though too. This
Oh,
could
wait,
be an angle.
Marco's hurt.
Nah, again, Lancelot's still healthy. Sanford, Sanji, get your
Flap TZ
HP
though.
down, get healed by the Minotaur.
Oh my goodness.
Flap TZ. He's also in the area now too. Ogwin gonna jump in,
Jeez.
forcing Echo back a little bit. Benny Cutie might have to make his way for the fight now.
Wait, Carl TZ's dodging everything.
Yo, gentlemen, can I just say
5
they've
minutes.
done a tremendous job without Benny Cutie.
Yeah.
Benny Cutie's not even
Dude,
part of
3,
the fight.
2,
1.
1.
He's here.
5
Oh.
minute Lord Dance.
5-minute Lord Dance, ladies and gentlemen.
This might be what they're looking for though. Lord very close to resetting.
Carl TZ's dodging everything. What the hell?
He's dodging everything, but look how hard it is for them to actually find the angle they're looking for. Benny Cutie goes back to base.
I mean, it's not just hard for Echo. It's hard for AP Brent as well.
Bro, he's making you look bad. He's making you look bad.
Dude,
Instead
come
of
on.
pulling a Stephen Curry, he's pulling a Ben Simmons right now.
Start hitting me. Start hitting me. Come on.